Three times is the charm. Three times is the charm. Grand day, y'all. Grand day. Today we're going to talk about Parkinson's or anything muscle twitching. Our live got cut off before. Greetings, y'all. Again, I'm going to have to redo this again. But we should be good this time. But please do list any questions you have already from what we already covered. But just bear with me so I redo this all over again. But the main topic of the day is Parkinson's, or anything that relates to muscle twitching, stroke, cerebral palsy, you name it. Anything that gives any type of muscle twitching that interrupts everyday life, if you will, in terms of mobility and just being a human. And this is one of them. So all the way in Sweden, if you notice, on the left is before stimulation, on the right is after stimulation. So what they're doing is they're putting suits on people who suffer from Parkinson's, if you will, and they have 58 electrodes on this suit. And this suit, unfortunately, may be even polyester, but that's not the main point I'm making. Electric therapy or electric stimulation is what is giving a normal, or what we're used to, in a sense. Every mobility that we take for granted on an everyday basis, it's making it more of the norm for them and getting them to feel what once was. And not everyone maybe can afford this suit. God only knows how much it costs. Actually, if you look up electro suit by Kat, I think it's K-A-T. My Wi-Fi is not even working. I can't even do it here. But some big company out there that you may have seen ads for on Instagram somewhere. And their suit goes for like $1,000 or no, even more than that. But don't quote me on that. But it ranges up all the way to the $1,000 range. But I do want to share, if electric stimulation is giving these effects, it's clear that something like the scalar plasma projector is helpful, but also grounding is also helpful in that sense, using all those utilities to aid in someone with Parkinson's or cerebral palsy, getting them in the habit of building that electric body, if you will, because we are electric, and the more voltage in the body, the less disease. Go read up Healing is Voltage by a PhD doctor himself. Really good read. And just to show you that we truly are electrical beings. And the more electricity we can use and store in the body, the better in terms of potentiality. With more electrons, the cells don't have to work as much. That's another thing. So if the cells don't have to work as much, you're going to have not just less inflammation, but you're going to have more receptivity in the cells. So with more receptivity and more cellular communication at a higher rate, if you will, the body's going to function in a less agitated way, as you can see on the right. And here's another one. Remember, on the left is before, on the right is after, and you can see it's really tough for her to walk. It's really hard for her to walk. All these things we take for granted every day. People with Parkinson's, people that had a stroke, people with cerebral palsy, this is what they have to deal with on an everyday basis. And I can tell, even going down those stairs, that, if one is dealing with mobility issues, you have to be really careful so you don't fall, and you have to have help. It would be ideal to have an aiding hand, if you will, when you're dealing with these situations. So if you have the privilege of living somewhere that's a home, if you will, getting stuff like grounding sheets, preferably if they're made out of linen, etc. Nature herself we're going to put some stuff on our website tonight, because I saw that there are some spaces that don't even offer like payment plans. So that's what we want to do for people in that sense. Get you great material that very affordable in these times as well, and aid y'all in that way. But if you know anyone that has a stroke, cerebral palsy, you need to send them this and let them know that, or if they know someone that has, let them know that this is what's happening in Sweden right now, right at this moment in time. And I'm going to read the names of the doctors, or even put them in. And this is actually coming from a chiropractor facility in Sweden, by the way. Greetings, y'all. I see a lot of familiar faces. Greetings, greetings. Hi there. What's poppin'? All right. Here's another video. Ouch. And you know, when you have mobility issues over time, right? You don't have probably the best posture, and what's that going to do? That's going to affect the body in particular ways as well. So that's another thing, you know, you have to really consider. Someone's always having muscle twitches or muscle spasms. You know, it influences how they move, how they speak, how they interact with people. It's a big wall, if you will, to get over. And I want to go over even how would you even use the projector in dealing with that, or aiding in someone to really build up their electrical charge, if you will. You can even use a projector while you're grounding, by the way. I want to do more videos on that. I was going to talk about that way later. But yes, you can even use a projector even while you're grounding. So go ground and really feel the difference when you're adding more electrons, in a sense. Because when you're adding more electrons from the top and your feet are grounded, you're going to feel a nice bubble of aura start to really take place in your space, if you will. And that's the beauty of cold plasma, or just having more electrons in the body, being more receptive for cellular communication. Greetings, 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 greetings. Welcome. So if you want to make an impact in someone's life that you know has, or know of someone that has these issues, send them this live or the recording afterwards. This one will definitely be saved. I made sure of it. The phone ain't too hot. It was actually charging for a while. Bear with me, guys. All right, here's another video. Greetings. Just from everyday life, even picking up a glass of water is very tough. I'm someone with these issues. Well, I don't know if you have a plasma projector or even use it, but definitely get back to me on that. And by the way, this suit it has over 58 electrodes on the suit, or inside the suit. It's not just on the outside, but there's electrodes inside as well. So it's skin to skin. That's why I tell you guys, don't aim for the clothes, aim for the skin. But if there's clothing around, hover it around. Don't let it touch the clothes, all right? Skin to skin. And you also want to start from the head. If I'm helping somebody, I don't know if Justin's going to be here, but Justin is a licensed acupuncturist. He's dealt with these people, and he actually uses a scalar projector. I don't see him in here yet, or we'll do another live another day. But what you want to do is you want to make sure the head or your hair doesn't have anything flammable. Make sure it's natural oils. You can have coconut oil, whatever, jojoba oil, Nature Herself 369 oil, shameful plug-in, and start from the head. And you wouldn't just stay like that. You would move your hand around with the projector around the area, and you would blast for a total of about 15 minutes all over the body, starting with the head. But the main point is to move it around the body and not just blast in one spot. The main thing when you're moving it around the body, it allows your body's own electricity to feel, and think of the electricity inside you that's already within you when the cold plasma is reaching out, right? Think of your whole venous your whole veins and how it's structured, right? And how it literally looks like a thunder. Think of your electrons reaching out to the electrons from within to without. And as they're meeting together, they're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So what's happening here, as they have all the electrons, all the electrodes, sorry, all the electrodes all over the body, it allows for a nice fluctuating effect, if you will. So you know how there's tremors. Look to the left, right? You see before how some people like tremoring, right? There's a lot of energy here and tremoring, but it's only stuck, quote unquote, stuck in one spot. When there's electric stimulation and you're spreading it around, it allows the tremoring to stop here, but then go here, but then start to spread around in a way where there's less trembling and more use of motion. Because that person is trying to walk. You see her, she's trying to walk right now, but she's somewhat trembling in random spots, but she's trying to have her main functionality to walk. But there's so much energy in other random spots that she can't fully have that full mobility function. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. So it's important when you're using the projector to go all around the body if you're dealing with someone with cerebral palsy, stroke, etc., or Parkinson's, any of these things, or muscle spasms. And the main goal time-wise would be about 15 minutes. And then over time, and by the way, a clear reminder, you can always turn down the intensity. So even if you want to go over 15 minutes all the way to an hour, or even use two projectors, because we have chiropractors all over the US and all over the world are using two projectors in different spots of the body, if you will, or going back and forth with it. And they're going over all the way to like a 1 hour session with somebody. So you would aim for about 15 minutes to start off with, and then go with that. Can't find the PDF? DM me. I'll send you the Google Doc. It's not a PDF. It's a Google Doc. DM me. And I'm going to be uploading even this video in the Google Doc as well. But any more questions, guys, lay them on me. Never heard of it until now. Thank you. I'm learning and listening. Greetings. Well, now you know. Greetings. I don't see Justin in here. Maybe I can invite him. Let me invite Justin. Or we'll do another live with Justin. Justin is a licensed acupuncturist who's using the projector as well. He said he would join in if I invited him. Yeah, but I'm always updating that Google Doc. And it's not audios, it's actually videos. If you scroll down, there's a whole video library there. But if you lost the Google Doc link, I got you. No worries. So that's another thing. The projector comes with a Google Doc link. I'm always updating different ways of using it. If you want even a car adapter charger for it, I have one as well. So let me know. And yeah, these are different ways of how the electric stimulation world will show people you don't need chemicals, if you will, to degrade the body even more for no reason versus just using electric stimulation, grounding, getting that grounding session in, touching the earth, or even running a copper wire, if you will. Is unable to join. All good. Running a copper wire, if you will, from wherever you sleep or rest, and that way at nighttime when someone's sleeping, they're not trembling as much, right? They're not shifting as much. So that's another one that a lot of people don't even talk about as much, especially when you have Parkinson's or cerebral palsy or anything that causes you muscle twitching. What about sleep? What about sleep? And not everyone wants to take things that are chemically or get you semi-high, if you know what I mean. Not everyone wants to take that for this, right? So that's why things like electric stimulation is an option. Your one way is not the way. It is a way, and we got to have more compassion when dealing with people like this, because not everyone wants to ingest something, right? Not everyone wants to do that. You know, everyone has a certain line. They're like, nah, like I already had a pass, etc., this and that. I don't want to get medicated, and even if it's quote unquote natural, etc., right? So we have to honor that, respect that, and have compassion, find different ways of giving something that's really helpful. All these everyday things that we take for granted, they can't do. So if you guys know anyone with stroke, cerebral palsy, any type of muscle spasm, Parkinson's, send them this video. Unfortunately, that suit is most likely polyester. And again, I don't care if anyone takes my idea. Make something cotton. Make something linen, because that's what I'm aiming for. That's gonna be my next big project, with or without the with or without any help. You know, I put it out there with the crystal lenses, right? I wanted somebody to make crystal lenses, but hey, here we are, right? So if you're interested in partnering up and making these with me, send me a DM. It's possible. Yeah, I know polyester is a no-no, because here's why polyester is a no-no. I'll give you a quick synopsis of why. That's like the only thing with this suit. I'm like, but what about the hormones and all that being affected, especially with someone with Parkinson's? You know, people don't realize you're getting medicated even with the clothes you wear. I was play it one more time. Uh, Check out Zen Vital Wear. We're actually making anime inspired linen kimonos. If you didn't know, it's out there. We're making some. Yeah. So what else did I not go over? Yeah, that's it. That's it for now. But yeah, if you want to partner and make these suits with me, send me a DM, because I don't think there's any any natural electro suits out there whatsoever, that's even doing this. So we'll definitely probably put it under Zen Vital Wear for sure, because technically it's clothing, right? So yeah, Zen Vital Wear. Check it out. It's anime inspired. We're also gonna have Tanjiro. If a lot of you fans, if you're a fan of Tanjiro or Demon Slayer, we're gonna have those kimonos. Let me show you guys. Give you all a sneak peek. Linen, 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 Tanjiro, Demon Slayer, kimonos. I don't even have any branding on here yet. So linen. I really did not want to share that yet, but y'all brought it out. Oh, somebody wants to go live. Raw cotton, banana leaf, nettle leaf. Hey, anything that is not polyester, if you're wearing 100% of that fabric, is totally ideal. If you're just joining, welcome. We are exploring people who have Parkinson's, um, cerebral palsy, and we're seeing what electrical stimulation is doing without the use of drugs or quote unquote chemicals. All right, let's accept. We're about to go live. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm pressing the button. Greetings, brother.
Greetings, greetings,
Cheers,
greetings.
cheers,
Peace and love,
cheers.
health and harmony,
Peace.
wholeness and balanced vibrations. I entered this space in a state of love, in a state of growing. Every time we talk, it's just like it's new, it's a new phase. It's a new thing that's happening. So I have a story for you. I'm actually because about the topic that you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Um,
Make sure it's about the topic because
I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
put this.
I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, I got you. So, my name is Makunda, right? Makunda Das, right? This is the name that I've been given by spiritual elders that I've had the beautiful opportunity to serve and to be around in a very beautiful way. So there was this lady, a Krishna devotee. I was serving her for like 3-4 months, like around that type of time frame. And when I was there serving her, I got you putting that up because you know how that happens when you're talking about high frequency things, and then that happens, and it's like, oh, planes, wow, you know. So I was serving her for a good amount of time, and one of the biggest things that I noticed when I went there is that she has Parkinson's and cerebral
Mm.
palsy. So she could not when I got there, she was not able to walk, she was not able to use the bathroom by herself and all these kind of things. And this was after I'd say probably like a year of getting into your work with the breath work and all the realizing that it was funny. I was in a place where I was so attached in my mind, and I'm so grateful that I got beyond that place. I got so attached to like these quantum devices, right? Like the scalar device. I was like trying to save up to get that device. I was attached to other things, organite, generators, right? Right frequency, like all these kind of things, right? And around that time, and let me just,
Oh, sound went out.
you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So around that time, it was around the time that I had beautifully enough two brothers in my life, right? I had uh you as a teacher, someone that I was not in direct relation with, but someone that I was just observing your content and learning from you. I had you, and then I had another brother that was actually a part of my direct experience. Both of you guys said similar things of like
Oh, good,
you,
bro.
you yourself are the generator, operator, destroyer, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna use that
Mm.
type of language, right? So it's you yourself that's that, right? So I really got into the point of meditating into that space. Now, how to disconnect to that story? I got into the point of meditating in that space a lot, doing a lot of breath work there, cooking food for her like every single day, but in the food doing breath work over the food, using the maybe some of the visualizations that you shared in the breath work practices to put that energy into the food, right? So in 3 to 4 months of me being there cooking for her almost every single day, and really getting to know Krishna a lot more, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm just at a point right now where Christ is definitely just the way that I've chose, for sure. And it's just a lot. It was a lot of exploration. But I love Krishna. No, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibe. But during that period, after that span of time, before I left, like a couple days before I left, one of my mentors came to come pick me up so we can go do more service. When he came to pick me up, she got up. He brought his guitar. We had a drum. She got up and
Justin, can you mute?
she got up and she was dancing and she was
Mm.
walking, right? So I'm sharing this because, like, right now, I think in regards to even like fabrics, because I know that was a part of the conversation as well. I think with how bombarded as you know that we are being affected from many different aspects, from many different directions, in many different ways, of our energetic bodies, of our emotional bodies, of our etheric bodies, of all these bodies. I think it's really important, that beyond the external things, because I see that coming on here. I was witnessing the this suit would help, but I'm just sharing this story, which I do not deny, bro. The technology, like, bro, look what's on my face right now.
Oh
You
no,
know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
I don't know if you were here earlier, but I already went over. I think where you're going with that, but I already went over the fact that it's at the end of the day, it's the other person's receptivity, right, of
right.
what they're willing
Mm-hmm.
to to allow, if you
Mm-hmm.
will. Not everyone
Mm-hmm.
wants to take something oral or even engage with certain people. I'm just sharing just other options
And this is
in that
true.
sense.
Uh,
Yeah. That's why we need to have, in terms of helping these individuals, compassion in that sense. You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure. And I see in that one of the most important things in regards to cultivating that is realizing that the truth, the the foundational truth is that we're all here for each other.
Hmm.
Like, that's the foundational truth. It doesn't matter what, like, you come, like, on this spiritual journey. I know you've recognized it within yourself. You come across so many people that are in so many ways, right? In so many ways within seeking, serving
Hmm.
the truth, universal loving intelligence, I call it. That's one of the names that I have for it, but serving the truth, and I think it connects to me personally. I think it connects to Christ, because when Christ, like, really revealed himself to me, like, in within, not this external thing, but within, I
Hmm.
found that it was this realization that we're, like, all seeking. Like, every single one of us are seeking, and every single one of us are striving to serve, and every single one of us are really here to bring more health. No matter, even, and this is the funny thing, because a lot of people get into the, okay, well, then what about sickness? And then people get into, what about war? And then people get into, what about suffering? This conversation, right? So it's like, when people get into that space, I really want to just keep pointing to, like, the the end result, if you look at it, every single time, is more love, more compassion. That's the end result every single time. And this is, like, in regards to the force, any of these type of things, the light always wins. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to share that story in regards to that lady. I'm so grateful. She's the one that gave me
Powerful.
the name Makunda, and then I gained Das from my mentor. So my name, Makunda, giver of liberation, one who is free with God, was given from her, and then through me serving in a free food kitchen for 2 years, I still serve that kitchen to this day. So
Beautiful.
going on almost 3 years now. Uh, that's when I gained the DOS at the end of that, and then uh, DOS, so to speak, is just one who is a vessel. And it's funny, even being a vessel of that, it's being a vessel of that, it's just so interesting, because it's that thing of, like, I caught myself in a place where it was like, am I really worthy? You know what I'm saying? And then you think about all your mistakes and all those things, but then you realize that God just loves you. God, the real God, true God, love, real love,
Hmm.
loves you. And there's nothing you could do to get out of that love. There's nothing you could do to betray that love. This is not. There's nothing like that. It's just, are you willing to be used or not? I think that's the foundational question. But yeah, I just want to share that story. Beautiful healing. I went there. She couldn't walk. She couldn't use the bathroom. Literally like just like this, like all the time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Getting up just like this all the time, and then going from that into being able to like walk, dance, you know, read books, flip through pages of books. Like I'm just so grateful for that opportunity, and anytime I get to share that story, because she's really changed my life in a lot of ways. Me helping to serve her, but she really helped me in a lot of ways. So I just give many thanks to her. And Priya is her name.
Yeah.
She's a Brahmin in the Krishna culture as well. She's achieved Brahmin regard in her spiritual practice. So I was able to serve a Brahmin, and that's a beautiful thing. Um, yeah.
Well, thank you.
So that's it.
Thank you, brother, for sharing. And
Yeah.
you're welcome on here anytime. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be seeing you soon, bro. I missed you when you came up here to New York. I had a lot of things happening during that same day. I had a gig to attend to that same night.
Oh,
And I'm
I was in and out. My main
yeah.
focus driving all the way from Florida to Jersey was really teaching grandma how to breathe, you know? So, yeah, that was the main focus, and getting her off the oxygen respirator.
Well, I'm
And
gonna see you soon, bro.
yeah, man.
I'm gonna see you soon.
I most likely might be up there in October. I have a listening party. I'm not gonna say the name, but I have a album listening party. Oh, Ashley, yeah. If you guys know Spiritual Detox, Ashley,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's her
yeah,
sound
yeah.
healing. Yeah, it's her sound healing release party. Be going up there, but yeah, man. Really appreciate you.
For sure. And one last thing, if I could just share this, is literally it would be an honor. I'm working on my mm, sixth album right now. It'd be an
Mm.
honor, bro, to actually have, you as a presence there. There's gonna be some legends there at the final when I'm done with it finally. So I would really be honored, and I mean it'd be paid for and everything. So we'll figure out all the logistics and all of that in regards to that. But I'd really love for you to be there. That mean a lot to me, because I wouldn't have gotten to where I'm at, like probably like musically. I mean, first and foremost, I gotta give thanks to God. You know what I'm saying, and I gotta give thanks, to Christ. You know what I'm saying, for really, keeping me on this journey, but also I give thanks for you, brother, because if it wasn't for your practices, every time I talk to you, I got to give thanks and give credit where it's due. If it wasn't your practices getting me through some really, really tough, rough places, you know what I mean, and breathing through them, I don't know exactly. I'm not completely sure that I would be able to be doing what I'm doing right now with the breath control. I'm not a trained singer, yet I'm singing on like a high level, and I'm like rapping on a high level just by breathing right. So this is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I'm starting to realize how somehow all my circle of friends became or is prominent artists, or
mhm,
how I'm walking into a place and then there's a Grammy staring at me. I'm like, what the,
mhm,
it's coming full circle, but I'm realizing how breath really plays in the industry, especially some of the top songs, like the top
mhm,
songs that has been here for generations. It low key has the word breath in there, like
mhm,
breath. Like, so,
mhm.
I mean, uh, I'm seeing the whole full circle, and it's been a beautiful journey, just witnessing. And thank you for even saying that. Really appreciate you,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta give thanks and credit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give all praise be to the most high. And I really think, the God in me, for being receptive to the God in you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm truly grateful for that. And I pray that the God in us keeps expanding to be able to share the awakening of that God in us to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that love is what changes the world. That love is what gets us into this light time, and where things, it's funny, you're low. You're low. You got nothing. You did that position. But then through that love, full circle, you go from being low, watching the dude in the Ferrari, to being the dude in the Ferrari, helping a dude out that's low, being like, "You're gonna get here one day, bro." And it's weird. It's like so weird how true that is. Like,
Mhm.
it's not a logical thing because it's not a logical journey. It's no way to like comprehend it with like logical faculties.
Mhm.
It's a journey that can only be by grace,
And,
only
and
by
and
grace,
and
bro.
that's why I like to say breath journey instead of breath work.
Facts, bro. My God, bro. I love you so much, family, and and
Much
and
love,
and and
man.
truly, like, just so grateful for your presence in this existence, and so looking forward to seeing you and giving you just a solid hug, bro.
Much
Seeing you and being
love,
like,
brother.
"Yeah, what's up, bro?" You feel me? Like, yeah. So, um, give thanks, give praise, and
Always.
all praise be to the Most High. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank
Yeah,
you for allowing me to
yeah,
share my
man.
story.
You have a
Peace, brother.
breathful one. Peace.
You as well, family.
Justin. He's literally in the middle of a session, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate everybody that's watching.
So Justin, what you doing in this session? Give people the insight.
So we're working with trying to help this man walk. He had an injury, so I'm helping him with the lower back. This is Moxa on the lower back, and this helps with heating up the needles to help with creating heat that's going to transform what we would call stagnant blood into blood that is moving, and blood that is moving carries oxygen, and oxygen carries energy, and energy is what's needed to move the body.
Mm.
Also, it carries electrons. So I'm stimulating it with electricity to help the brain communicate to the rest of the body that there is body and neurons all along the channel to be moved. So it's communicating to the body that this is a safe space to enter.
And something to even note, a lot of people, it may go over a lot of people's head, but the points where you're blasting, even though it may sound the same if he's blasting at different points, but each point technically holds if he's blasting a back, right? That's the sound and frequency of the back. If he's blasting the head with the acupuncture needle, technically that's the sound of the head frequency or the frequency of the head, if you will. But the person who's receiving that, it acts as a biofeedback. Technically, it's the same thing. It's almost it's similar to the aspect of like tapping. If I were to tap my head
Mm.
and record it and show you the wavelengths versus me tapping my stomach or my heart, they look totally different in terms of frequency. So this
Yeah.
helps amplify that in that sense.
Because also, like what you're saying, this creates stem cells, and the stem cells they have different jobs depending on where the stimulation is. So the head
Exactly.
will be different than the back,
Yep.
and all the way around the body. So it's like every piece of the body is connected, but they all have a different job, so they all have different frequencies.
Beautiful. And I feel like that's a powerful way to end. And also we did a date change for Breath and Tea. It's now the 29th, y'all. So if you guys are still interested in Breath and Tea, hit our DMs or hit the link in our bios. Everyone have a breathful day. If you found value in this, share it. Much love, Justin. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I appreciate everybody that watched, and I hope to see y'all soon. If you have any questions, you can DM me as well about what I do and how I do it. I'm here to help.
Peace out, y'all. Have a
Peace,
breathful
yo.
one.